What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with my All T All Shade Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 6 review. Okay, so the show starts off with TT and Sean. They having a really cute little workout scene, but I ain't really care about none of that. All I was concerned with was that I want to fuck Sean. Sean fat, fine ass, can motherfucking get it. TT, you better hold on to your man. If he ain't cheating on you, he about to, bitch. Cause when I get this hair done tomorrow and I step into my cunts, I'm sliding in your nigga DMs, bitch, cause he can get it. So Angela at the crib in LA. She's back from Miami because that nigga ain't fucking with her, so she had to come back home with her bestie Katrina. And she said that she gonna invest her energy into herself because that's what she's always been doing, but she really about to do it. That's what everybody say when they get out of relationship or when the nigga ain't fucking with them no more. They be like, I'm just about to worry about myself and my kids, girl. I'm just about to glow up and handle my business and start exercising and taking care of myself. That's what every hoe say when a nigga don't fuck with them no more. So, she said people online are speculating and saying she can't keep no man, this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, that's what motherfuckers say about everybody. Everybody say the same thing about Halle Berry. Say Halle Berry can't keep a man, yet and still she always got a man. So you can't even care about what these people say online about you. She says that she's back and forth on whether or not she gonna stay with Dumbo. Um, I'm like, you should not be committing none of your time to a nigga whose ears are that fucking big. Like, think about the aesthetics when y'all have a baby. The ears is gonna block the baby from coming out your goddamn canal. Like, girl, no, 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 no. He doing you a favor. So her friend Katrina tells her that she opens herself up for public scrutiny when you post your significant other or whatever. And I agree with that. Like, you have to be real careful when you are in the public eye on exposing your life to the public. That's part of the reason why I don't post my family hardly. I don't really show my son because if one of you bitches say something about my kid, I'm coming to your motherfucking door. You gonna meet Keisha that grew up on 5245 Ren on the north side of St. Louis, and I'm gonna beat your ass. Point blank and the period. So instead of me going to jail and losing everything that I've worked so hard for, I just keep my family off social media. I don't tell my business unless I know it's business that I really don't give a fuck about nobody commenting on. When I was in a relationship, if I am in a relationship or whatever, y'all will never know because it ain't none of your motherfucking business. I'm grown. You don't need to know my business. If I got a man, when I got a man, I don't post that nigga. No, I don't want. No, no, no. Keep your shit to yourself. And if I was somebody in Angela's predicament, where like you got millions of followers and stuff, I would have a Finsta, a fake Instagram that's only for my close friends and family that I'll post on. But I wouldn't be posting that nigga on my main page. Fuck no. Because as you can see, they was together for a blink of an eye. Now you gotta take down pictures, and now you back talking about something. I'm single, hot girl summer. Fuck that nigga. I can do bad all by myself. Posting all these goddamn memes and shit. Laugh now, cry later. All this ignorant shit when you could have just posted that nigga on your family Finsta and then had to just explain to them 10 people and have instead of having to explain to 10 million people. So, I mean, it's a gift and a curse. You just got to be careful with what you post and be prepared for people to comment and have an opinion on your life. Um, so Angela starts to cry, and I felt bad for her in this part because she was talking about, this is her first real relationship since her baby daddy or whatever, everything she went through with him and him, getting murdered and this, that, and the third or whatever. And her best friend starts to cry. So I understood that part, I understood where she was coming from with that, and I give her grace for that because that's a terrible thing to go through. I've dealt with that, not me personally, but with my best friend. She lost her significant other to murder. So I know I'm Katrina in this situation. I'm the friend where I know what you've been through and I feel your pain because I've seen the crying and the sadness and this, that, and the third, and you just trying to get over the situation. So I understood where she was coming from, and I really felt for her in that moment, because it is tough to put yourself out there again after being with somebody and, them being taken away and, going through something so horrific and horrendous or whatever. But it's all with I just look at it like a learning experience. Like, you just have to learn from certain things and just know this was a lesson. I learned from it, and now I know how to apply it for the next situation. So, Katrina was like, I respect your decision even when I think they're dumb. I'm not judging you. I want the best for you and SJ, because Angela was basically feeling like she got to keep shit to herself because she don't want people judging her. But it ain't even so much about people judging you. Angela seems like one of those people where she knows she being stupid. She knows she making dumb decisions. And so instead of me talking about shit to people, I'm just going to cut everybody out because I don't want nobody saying nothing to me, and I'm just going to be dumb. And she don't want to hear the shit. Like, she one of them people where it's like, la, 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 la. I know I'm being stupid. I want to be stupid. Let me be stupid. Mind your motherfucking business. But then when the shit goes sour, then you want to cry to the same people. So it's just like a gift and a curse with her. So it's just like, let her do whatever the fuck she want to do, and don't come crying to me about it afterwards, girl. Gone. So Andrew was like, I'm just working through everything, and just basically just be there for me, be a listening ear, but I don't want to hear no feedback. Basically, that's what she wants. So Vanessa and Denise meet up with Cree, who has a whole spa day set up for them, which I thought was so dope. It was so chic. Loved it. Loved everybody's looks in this scene. Really wasn't feeling Cree's confessional outfit. We can do better. We've done better, but I'm gonna give her a pass because I love her. She's so sweet. But I just love the setup. Very classy, very top notch. I was like, yes, bitch, serve it to the girls. So Vanessa in her confession was like, Angela hasn't said much about her relationship, but I guess it's over based off her Instagram or whatever. And once again, the energy just between them two is just weird. I just like, I just want Vanessa to just at this point stop asking her shit about her life. Fuck her life. Fuck her life. Concentrate on yours. Fuck her life. Shit. So Cree tells them what Egypt told Savannah about TT and about Sean allegedly cheating on TT. So they're all shocked, and they are like, that's fucked up. Why would she do that? Why would she say that? Why would she be even repeating that? Why didn't she go to TT with that? So Vanessa wonders, did she get this information from Sam since he has a problem with TT? Vanessa was like, now I have to say something. I got to tell her that's my friend. And of course, that's what she should do. I personally felt like Cree was in the right with the way that she handled the situation. I have a business relationship with her. I don't know her. It would be better for this information to come from somebody that knows her instead of your wedding planner, where then it's now probably going to be awkward between me and you if it comes from me, because now you probably thinking that I'm judging you. So I felt like Cree handled the situation as best as she could with what she was dealt, because she could have just kept the shit to herself and not said shit. And then she probably would have gotten her head bit off because you knew this and didn't say nothing. It's just like when you gotta tell people something about their man or their child, baby, be prepared because motherfuckers will switch on your ass in a minute. So Angela arrives and they ask her, is she going to Jamaica for the wedding? She was like, yeah. And so Tanisa's like, you bring your little boo thing? And she was like, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm at with the situation. And Vanessa was like, where did the issues lie between y'all? I asked you, but you didn't tell me. And Angela was like, the cameras don't need to know what's going on with my relationship. I don't need to tell everybody everything. And once again, like, Vanessa, mind your fucking business. Like, you don't talk about your nigga on the show, so she don't have to talk about hers. Like, just leave her the fuck alone at this point. She not gonna tell you nothing. She not gonna talk to you about nothing. She don't want you in her motherfucking business. So leave it the fuck alone. So Vanessa was like, but you posted y'all relationship, so basically you get what you give. And she was like, that's why I don't post about my relationship even after all these years. And I understand where Vanessa's coming from that. If you don't want nobody saying shit about your relationship, don't post that motherfucker, or just turn your motherfucking comments off. Point blank, end the period. But that's you. That's how you handle your shit. Obviously, Angela handles herself differently. So Creed tells them that she got to go back to Miami to talk to her sperm donor, Luke. And she informs them, to Vanessa and Tanise, on, the non-existent relationship that she has with her father. Tanise can relate because her dad has multiple kids and she always felt like the oddball out. But she says the good thing about it is that now come to some type of common ground and that he has a relationship with her daughter. Cree just wants to know, like, why wasn't he there? Like, what is the issue? Like, because you can tell she probably like feel like, did I do something? Like, is it me? Like, what is going on? And so she starts to cry, and the girls get up and comfort her. And I felt really bad for her in that moment. No girl or no child, period, wants to be fatherless, especially when your father is alive and well and kicking, and you know him and you know where he stayed, and y'all just don't have no relationship. It's really hard and it's really tough. So I really felt bad for her in that moment. So Savannah meets up with Bree at this restaurant, and child, Bree pull out two little small little bottles of Grey Goose and put it in her drink. I'm like, this bitch stay with a damn drink. You're drunk, and them drunk ass pussy and them drunk ass freckles. So Savannah was like, last time I saw you, you were about to beat Boogie ass. So Brianna tells her about what happened between her and Boogie when he pulled up at her crib. And Savannah was like, he want to go out with me again, but I'm concerned because he used to do drugs. And Brianna was like, that was years ago. I don't think that he's still on it. And don't even ask me about my opinion on him, because don't let my opinion of him sway you on whether or not you want to date him. And I thought that was very mature of Brianna to come at her that way. Because, she could have talked shit about him and been like, girl, don't fuck with him, this, that, and the third. But she gave him the cosign and was like, don't worry about his past, worry about what's going on right now. If you like him, fuck with him. And I appreciated that from Brianna. So Savannah shows her that Angela and Dumbo then broke up, and she was like, they were such a cute couple. And Brianna was like, she was like, what they are? You can't tell me this ain't like couples goals. Like, they don't look like they was gonna get married on this picture. She was like, what? Because they put on some clothes, because they dressed up. Like, people need to stop thinking because an Instagram photo and people look cute and got on a decent outfit mean that they meant to be together. That shit don't mean nothing. Because probably 5 minutes before that episode, that picture was taken, they could have had an argument. She could have been feeling some type of way because he was texting and put his phone face down, and you just never know. Like, a picture does not speak 1,000 words. Like, motherfuckers will fool your ass. So JoJo and Tanise go to Eric crib or whatever. I guess that marijuana company, his dispensary, is really doing it. He got him a little waterfall in the backyard. I was like, okay. So he barbecuing, and he was like, I'm trying to eat light because I'm trying to get it together for Jamaica. And I was like, nigga, you ain't trying to do nothing. You still the same size you was. But Tanise was like, if there is a wedding, because Egypt saying Sean is cheating, and he like, what the fuck? He was like, but I done been through it before, especially after a baby. The woman is going through postpartum. Maybe something did happen. You just never know. So JoJo was like, when TT had a problem with Egypt, she went right to her face though and told her like it wasn't no going around the mulberry bush. So Tanise was like, Vanessa is going to tell her. He was like, really, Vanessa? He was like, yo, like, basically, like, this is too much messy shit. Like, Eric was coming from a place where he felt like they shouldn't even told TT what the fuck was being said. And it also seemed like I felt like he might have been hating, because remember, he used to like Tanise. So I don't know if he was hating on, like, well, maybe he did cheat on her because of postpartum. Maybe he knows something we don't know, because he seemed shocked, but then again, it was just like, oh, I could believe it, like, type of shit. So I don't know. His vibe was kind of off to me. So JoJo and Sean visit Twist or whatever, and Sean asks Twist to be his DJ. And I'm like, where is Twist? Like, why hasn't Twist really been on none of these episodes? Like, what is going on? Why my boy ain't got no storyline this season? Like, we need more Twist. So Twist is like, oh, I'm gonna be drunk and high DJ. So Twist didn't give them the suits for the wedding. I was like, why is Twist giving them suits for the wedding? It's something must have been edited out that we didn't see. Like, is JoJo and Twist gonna be in the wedding? Like, what is going on here? So Cree, we then see, is in Miami riding around with her cousin Super, who is super duper fine, super duper fly. Now, at first, Cree, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was going inbox you, was like, how old is your cousin? Is he single? And do he not have any kids? And do he like older women? Um, but I was like, Keisha, put your hot pocket up. So, because her Super was cute. So they in the car and they riding, and Super is Luke's nephew, and it's Cree's birthday, and she tells him that she hasn't talked to her father since June, and he was like, that's your daddy. Like, why you ain't talk to him? And he was like, you gotta understand, as a woman, y'all more emotional than men. And I was like, you cute, but here you go talking all this old misogynistic bullshit. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. So he was like, it's things you've done in the past where anger has built up. You talked hella shit about him on World Star. Did you ever apologize for that? And she was like, no. Why would I apologize for something when it was true? And I was 15, motherfucker. Like, I can see if I did this shit yesterday. I was a kid. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And I don't like when men sit up here and try to act like it's the child's fault. Like the child is wrong. Like, no, hold your fucking uncle accountable for his bullshit, sir. I was like, his mindset was all wrong. I did not like the way he handled Cree in that situation. Oh, typical nigga shit. So Cree and her, I'm sorry, I already said that part. So Cree says, if I'm gonna take accountability for the wrong I've done, he needs to take accountability for the wrong he's done. Today is my birthday. He ain't even called me. Like every year I call this man for his birthday, even on Father's Day, and he can't even fucking call me. Like, of course that girl is gonna be hurt. Like the fuck, like you can't even call me on my fucking birthday, my nigga. And she starts to cry, and I really felt bad for her once again because it's just like, why doesn't anybody understand where she's coming from in this situation? So her cousin was like, the same thing you voiced to me, voice to your dad. I planned on having a dinner. Y'all can chop it up then. And I like the way he closed it out. He was like, I understand where you're coming from. I get it. This, that, and the third. I was like, yeah, nigga, you better wrap that shit up in a bowl because I wasn't feeling you at first with your fine ass. So, um, and she was talking about that when I interviewed her, like, how he did not call her on her birthday and she was waiting that whole entire day and he never called. That's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. I felt really bad for Cree in this episode. It was a good episode for her because we got to see more of her and more of her personality, and it was more exposure on her storyline, but it was sad because of her storyline. So Vanessa is with TT at the end of the episode having wine outdoors, and Vanessa is nervous as hell to tell this girl what the hell is going on, but she tells her. TT immediately was like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus the Christ, like I can't. You can tell there's some truth to what's being said, and she didn't want this shit to make the light of day, but it seemed like some shit that happened a while ago, and she know that they're bringing this out to discredit her and make her look bad. And so I just would have stood in my truth at that point. Yeah, he cheated on me back in the day. Okay, it is what it is. We work through it. We get married. And the fuck, so what? All right. Who cares? Like, I just would have owned it. So Vanessa was like, I think that Egypt's trying to get your attention because she misses you, but it didn't sit right with me. So TT can't even speak. Like, she's just dumbfounded. So she was like, how desperate are you talking about Egypt and Peppa? She's like, I'm so mad. I haven't talked to them in going on a year. They are warped. First, it's I like Sam. I thought that was funny until I realized they really believe this shit. She was like, where I think it's coming from is when I said I'm going through my own shit with Sean. I was like trying to work out our relationship. That's all I said. So if that is true and they're only basing this off that comment, that doesn't mean that he was cheating on her. That just meant they was having a rough patch or whatever. So she was like, so for you to use that and tell all these people I don't know, she was like, I'm not the one. Stop provoking me because I know way too much about all y'all bullshit. And I was like, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when them barrels in your mouth. Put them hoes on blast. Don't give no motherfucking fuck. Don't give no fuck about you. Tell all they motherfucking teeth. We already know they some cokeheads. We all know Pepper fucking Sam. We all know he her drug dealer. We all know he want Egypt to really be a man. Like, we all know all of this shit. So Vanessa was like, no, when they go low, we go high. She trying to get her Michelle Obama on. And Vanessa in her confession was like, I don't really know how to read this reaction. She's really upset. I expected her to say Egypt is crazy. So even Vanessa like, oh, this shit might be true. So she was like, I hope she's not mad at me, but I think she's mad at me. And the only way I could see TT being mad at her is because she brought it to her own camera. But bitch, we're on a reality show and this is what you signed up for. So Vanessa was like, do you think, or maybe she could have been upset with her because Vanessa didn't give her a heads up before the scene. Ugh. So Vanessa was like, do you think Pep had anything to do with what Egypt is saying? And TC was like, she has never ran her mouth on her own. It's either Sam with an N or Sam with an M, meaning Sandra or either Sam. So TC was like, I don't want to blame the messenger, but Savannah and Cree are now on my list. And I was like, pump your brakes, excuse you. And I was like, see, when you talk about somebody, man or they kids, be prepared to be the villain. Be prepared for you to end up in the hot seat and for now that person be mad at you. Even though that they man or they kid was the problem, they now gonna turn it around on your ass. And so Vanessa was like, but she's supposed to be your wedding planner. She was like, I mean, if you're planning my wedding and then passing it on, you can't be my wedding planner. And Vanessa like, oh Lord Jesus, like what the fuck have I opened up? So Vanessa was like, I don't believe it. I know it's not true, right? And teacher was like, you know what? Don't even go there. It's so stupid. And she pulled herself a glass and she walked off. So what I took from that is there is some truth in it. It seemed like they have had infidelity issues in the past. Something has happened. She felt blindsided by the fact that Vanessa brought this to her on camera. Um, and the fact that she's now feeling some type of way about Savannah and Cree is ridiculous. They ain't did shit to you. They could have just laughed at your ass and talked about you the whole season, but they didn't, and they came back to you. Like neither one of them know you to come back and tell you some shit like that. They only had met you at that point one time, so why would they come and film a scene with you to tell you some shit like that? Huh? And so it really makes me believe that he cheated on you and you feeling some type of way about it, because why would you get mad at Cree and Savannah? That is ridiculous. Don't be that girl, TT. And now, based off my interview that I had with Cree when she was saying that she didn't get along with somebody on the cast and that person was very rude to production, this, that, and the third. And I was like, oh, is it Brianna? And she was like, I don't know. It's TT. Because this is where things go between them two. It's TT. Oh, not a good look, TT. And yeah, now, I loved me some TT, but this was ridiculous for you to get mad at Savannah and Cree. Like, don't bite the messenger. Like, we ain't did shit to you. That's your crazy ass family. And your white husband that's out here slinging pink penis all around Jamaica. Like, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. And our relationships go through things. If he did cheat on you, hopefully it was only one time, and y'all done worked through it. If it was multiple times, then you a fool. So that's my review on Growing Up Hip Hop. Let me know what you guys think about the episode. Do you agree with TT? Do you think that she has a right to be mad at Savannah and Cree? Do you think that Sean actually cheated on TT and she's just trying to cover it up? What else happened? Do you feel like Angela's feelings are valid with feeling like she has to keep her business to herself and that people shouldn't have a opinion on her life, even though she puts it on social media and on the show? And that's nothing I meant to bring up. Like, Angela, how you feeling some type of way about people having an opinion on your relationship when you brought the nigga on your fucking reality show? So you're furthering putting him in the public eye, but then when now that things ain't working out, now you don't want nobody to say nothing. Girl, you can't have it both ways. Make it make sense, sis. Stop it. Let me know what y'all think about Cree and her situation with her dad. How did you all think that Cree's cousin came across on the show? Let's talk down below in the comments section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.